So for the next step, I'm going to go ahead and get the power and ground wires hooked up to the ESCs. So now we have all of the ground and power wires soldered up to the ESCs from the PDB. Should look something similar to this. So I went ahead and added some spacers between the PDB and the flight controller, as you can see on the sides here. I've reattached the VBAT battery to the flight controller. Now we're going to take the wires from the flight controller per motor and attach them to the ESCs. Okay, so before we go any further, I really want to make sure that I don't have anything that's accidentally been connected the wrong way. So we have the power distribution board hooked up to the ESCs. We also have the flight controller now hooked up to the ESCs, and the power distribution board hooked up to the flight controller. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run a continuity test on this real quick. Pull these out. These haven't been shrunk wrapped yet, so there may be some contact there. Just get them away from anything that may be conductive electrical current. So I've decided to go ahead and get rid of the wires that came in the harness and go with the ESC wires instead. I thought the other ones were nice and neat, but this is actually a lot better. They have the silicone coated wires, and there's actually more than enough reach from the flight controller to each motor to make sure that there's enough wiring to reach without stressing it and creating tension to it. So we're going to go with these and wire these up instead. So we are in all actual physical aspects of working on this drone, getting down to the last couple steps of being able to put it together. We still have the air unit to go and a couple other things, but this thing's about 80% done physically. The rest of it will be in software. What we're going to do now is go ahead, after the ESCs are connected to the flight controller is connected to the PDB is also connected to the ESCs. We're going to check and make sure that a continuity test will pass. A lot of people have smoke stoppers and whatnot. They're cool, but these do a lot more. So this doesn't matter how you do it. We're just going to touch it. It might beep once for a split second. It shouldn't stay on though. Very, very tiny beep. So that should be good. Wires are down. Everything's out of the way. There's no metal on metal to conduct any sort of connection between circuits. So we're going to go ahead and really quick attempt to plug this in, and we should get all of our tones now. We got the first three. Alright, so we're on track. Next thing we got to do is get the shrink wrap over the ESCs and get the ESCs out of the way up against the inside of the arms right here. So we got the main part of the wiring done minus the air unit. You see we got the ESCs running to the flight controller now using the different wires that came with it. I really wish I would have remembered that earlier. Still kind of new at this. Was one of my early builds, but this does look really nice. Everything's nice and neat, trimmed. Waiting on zip ties. Gonna have everything really nice and neat, trimmed down, held all in its place and everything like that. These are measured out pretty nicely, pretty precisely. They are all going to fit right where they're supposed to go. They kind of look a little bit of a mess right now, but that is that. So again, one more time, everything's hooked up, go ahead and just hold on. There we go. That's the sound of money. We're in business. So the next step is going to be getting the air unit in here, getting that all hooked up, and we'll get into that in the next video. This is just the ESCs being hooked up and everything like that. So hope you guys like this video. I'll have another one up soon, and there's still a lot more to come. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.